they're not big enough, you simply add on to them. But be sure that all glass is covered, or you see what happens? Light reflecting from any shiny surface is visible for miles from the air. Ask any pilot. He'll tell you. You fellas got to watch all this stuff. There are only a few fundamental principles to learn and remember. If you're smart enough to fool them in the air, you're certainly smart enough to fool them on the ground. Look at this plane standing right out there like a sore thumb. No attempt made to conceal or confuse. Why, it's wonderful what they can do with paint. These dummies here, you know they build them so they'll bomb the other instead of over where the real ones are? They're quite effective, too. You can build them out of almost anything, only they work best if they cast a natural shadow. Then, when the sun's behind clouds like it is here, you're consistent with nature.
All of this is fine when you have plenty of time and material, but the Japs will be coming back any minute.
Okay, let's take a look at that photograph of your field and see if we can apply some of these ideas. Boy, look at the targets out there.
Yeah, but there's too much stuff there to hide.
Well, let's see. Do anything with your runway right now. Just get your planes away from the field. Hide them under trees or bushes, but keep them spread out. Then your trucks. Here, out in plain sight. And your fuel and supplies. All in one bunch. You only have 2 buildings that show, but you've called attention to the location of the rest of them. With these exposed slip trenches, and by hanging out your laundry. Here, this shows it better. And by leaving these trash piles all around.
Yeah, Bud, but where do we get the stuff to cover them buildings?
There's plenty of material all around here. Take this building. The things that identify it are the straight lines in contrast to the surrounding foliage. If you paint here, here, and here, the shape is no longer rectangular. Smear a little mud on it, and it's even better. Nail a few bushes on it, and you break up some of the shadow. Put more bushes on the ground so that shadow isn't falling on a flat surface, and the job's done. Especially if you cover this section of the road and drive these cars back and forth until you've created a dummy one going off here. You'll have to carry this road on through to here, too, so it won't seem to end suddenly when this building is covered. Then, if you replace the planes you move with dummy planes, you're all set. But be careful you don't put your dummy planes too close to the runway or the buildings or your real planes. They don't always hit where they're aiming, you know. All clear?
Oh, about these guns, should we do anything with them?
Of course. Follow the same principle you do on everything else. Clean up the mess you've made around them, and then kill the natural shape and shadow of the object, using materials that match the surrounding terrain. All it takes is a little imagination and a lot of common sense.
Okay, fellas, let's go.
Hold it. Better take one last look here and decide where you can walk without your tracks being seen. Stay on these roads where you can, or under the trees or on the rough ground. If that isn't possible, lay out one narrow path that can easily be covered when you're through using it. Stake off those paths and stick to them, no matter how roundabout it seems. Okay? Then let's all get to work. I can still see part of the tail. There. That's good. Now, you guys up at the end of the field, put your plane under that tree right ahead of you.
You won't go under.
You don't have to get it clear under, just so it's covered by the shadow. Looking better already. I wonder how Joe's doing down there making that path.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep at it, boy. How are you coming to that plane?
We'll need a little time on this one, you hootie. Any sign of the Japs yet?
No, but it won't be long. Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But you don't have to go in a straight line.
How does this look, Yehudi? We couldn't find any trees, so we're building some.
That's the idea. Put them where they'll break up that shadow.
Hey, hurry up with that stuff. I think that I shall never see.
Boy, that's swell. Leave it just like that. Don't move a thing. Uh-huh. Anyone working on that building?
We got it. Grab the other end.
Well, that's half the job. Now see what you can find to cover the rest. Well, that's one way, and a darn good way. I'll have to remember that one. Couple more trips will do it. Better get those oil drums dispersed and under cover. Oh, well. Hey. Wait a minute. Don't bury all that junk. That's valuable.
Nothing here but tin cans.
Sure, use them to make dummy trees and rocks. Still clear.
Yehudi, how does this look for a dummy plane?
Swell. Trim up the edges a little. Hey, save those parts from wrecked planes. They make good dummies. That's the stuff. And don't forget to cover your paths when you're through with them.
We're working on them. We gotta see that no one walks through here from now on.
Yeah, we gotta watch where we're going.
The Japs! They're coming! They're here! Quick! Is everything ready down there?
Take it easy with those trees.
Hold it! They're coming over! Stay under cover! It's working! It's working! And all the right hits! Just one more.